Dr. Aja Aissatou Njaya Sidi told the impressive gathering that the Gambia government will persistently pursue the cause to strengthen the judiciary.
As we celebrate this presentation, therefore, I'm particularly confident that my government will continue to strengthen the judiciary by furthering the maintenance of peace, stability, and the rule of law, as enshrined in the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia. My Lord the Chief Justice, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my government has identified the judiciary as a key institution, no doubt, in our bid to fight all forms of corruption, drugs, and other related crimes in our society. Hence, our development program for accelerated growth and employment, PAGE, gives substantial attention to the judiciary and, of course, to the delivery of justice in our collective drive as a people to turn the Gambia into an economic superpower by 2020.
The judiciary of the Gambia in its present form is the creation of the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, as set out in sections 120 to 148 of the said Constitution.
It was a variety-packed occasion which saw the presentation of two moving judicial documentaries highlighting justice administration and the structures of the judiciary, an engaging dramatization of a court scene further underlined the trust of expeditious and substantive justice.
On behalf of the judiciary, under the distinguished leadership of our dynamic Chief Justice. First and foremost, Madam Vice President, please extend our heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh on his recent inauguration as President of the Republic of the Gambia for the 4th time.
Her vote of thanks acclaimed a colorful gathering, paying special gratitude to the President for creating the enabling setting and support for the development of the justice delivery system in the Gambia. Ibrahima Jatta, GRTS.
The United Nations Development Assistance Framework for 2007 to 2011 has been reviewed by personnel of the various UN agencies in the country in collaboration with government as implementing partner. Wednesday's Synergy, as Aissatou Bajansa report, also saw the launch of the framework for 2012 to 2016, which is expected to complement the efforts of the Gambia government in achieving its development targets.
This convergence that brought together government, UN agencies and other stakeholders was convened to review the United Nations Development Assistance Framework for 2007 to 2011, as well as launch the framework for 2012 to 2016. The document under scrutiny outlines the strategic direction and results to be achieved from the cooperation between the government of the Gambia and the UN country team for the period 2012 to 2016.
It is crucial in these days of decreasing aid funding that we find a way of focusing more on results in the work that we do. That we learn how to measure our results and achievements in the implementations of our program and in collaboration and under the ownership of government.
The document also underpins a strong statement about the continued value of the UN's presence in the Gambia based on the lessons and best practices of each contributing agency.
The alignment of the previous UNDAP to the Gambia's National Blueprint, PRSP2, and the new UNDAF to the Program for Accelerated Growth and Employment page ensures that our priority areas receive the strongest support to meet our national and international targets.
The UNDAF represents a collective response of the UN system to the national development priorities as per Millennium Development Goals, the page 2012 to 2015, as well as the Vision 2020 document. It reflects the Gambia's changing economic, social, and environmental conditions.
As a government, we believe that by progressing on these areas and others, we can yield greater dividends for human capital development.
According to the SG and head of the civil service, the United Nations Development Framework for 2012 to 2016 being launched will go a long way towards helping to fast-track the country's set targets and goals. In that context, the participants were urged to critically scrutinize the document to ensure efficiency. Grts.
323 new students of the University of the Gambia recently received their first lecture. The presentations by university authorities touched on the demands and rigors of university education. Fatou Kamarakebe was there and she now reports.
University of the Gambia's latest orientation program saw 323 students converge on the Brikama campus to take a new step in their academic lives. For them to be bona fide members of the institution, they must first register. And in the case of the UTG, as it is for any other higher institution of learning, students must follow routines that come with university education. The various heads of department took turns to welcome and enlighten the prospective students about what they will expect in their course of studies. The head of the Department of Agriculture, Mr. Keta, believes no country survives without sufficiency in food, adding that agriculture is a field where one can live unemployed. Per Gomez heads the Arts and Sciences Department. He argued that his department is the backbone of every university. The head of the School of Business and Public Administration, Dr. Jenabaj Kar, urged the students to take learning as a continuous process and work hard to acquire good grades. She said her school is the most convenient environment surrounded with new buildings, and the school currently runs the highest number of intakes in the UTG. For Usainu Loom of the Education Department, his unit is the smallest, which makes it very easy to cope and work with. Dr. Abubakar Senghor, head of the Faculty of Law, highlighted some of the activities implemented by his department. He advised students to be punctual, disciplined, and pay their tuition fees on time. Alkali Diba, head of the Students' Union, spoke extensively about the union's many activities which can be of great help to incoming students. He extended a hand of welcome to new breeds and advised them to be obedient to the authorities, work hard, and be vigilant. Ansumana Dabo, administrative assistant at the University of the Gambia, says his office commands several university matters, and among them are matters bordering on international issues. He further encouraged students to participate in the university's activities and work hard. Pieces of advice and words of encouragement came from different corners and in different forms, but all in all they came from people who have had experience in university education and lecturing. General Mane also weighed in with some valuable comments, urging students to preach and propagate tolerance, peace, and survival for the future. The acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Dr. Umar Jah, says university education encompasses important things that will be of benefit to the students. He urged them to make the best use of the opportunity provided to them.
This is the opportunity that you will never fail to avail yourself. I would like you to know that there are many more who would have been here, but because of the competition and the tough requirements of the university, because we have the only national university and want you to understand that it is one of the best.
The Vice Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, Professor Muhammad Uka, says that the establishment of the university is the best thing that had ever happened in this country. He said students owe a huge debt of gratitude to the Chancellor and founder, the President, His Excellency, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, for his foresight and continuous support to the university. He emphasized the need for parents to send their children to the University of the Gambia, especially girls, who, according to him, form the least number of enrolled students.
If I had but one wish for each of you, it is that in the years ahead, you be motivated and fired up adequately, that your mind be captured by some set of external questions, by some area of human understanding, that you develop a passion for understanding, for progressing, for innovation, that here at the University of the Gambia, you acquire not only knowledge, but also imagination that you will use to solve immediate community and social problems.
He further encouraged them to participate in student union activities and take full advantage of the next 4 years they have, and not to waste time on things that have little intellectual value to their growth at the UTG and beyond. His expectations for them are to take full advantage of learning from each other as well as from their excellent faculty. This class of 2011-2012 is truly a unique class